Hey guys, Paul here from BrayonBushcraft. Thank you for joining me. And today, out of my high-tech testing facility, also known as my messy garage, I'm going to be doing some fire starter materials using two different techniques, so don't go away. So basically I'm just melting the wax down here from my candle in my garage. My candle's halfway there, just wait a few more minutes for that to be melted completely. My candle's completely melted, so I'm ready to go. So here's everything I have set up for this right now. I have my hot wax, I have my motor oil, which I did for my four-wheeler and truck oil change, and my cotton pads, and just pliers that I can use to dip them in. Oh, and a beer, because this is the kind of project that goes well with a beer. So first of all, I've never done this with the motor oil before. I just figured that I have it, it's flammable. So this is kind of a first for me. If you have any insight on this, leave a comment, let me know if you've ever tried it this way. I'm kind of curious. Don't mind the car noises, I'm sitting at the edge of my garage, so you're going to hear a bit of cars going by. Sorry about that. So here's my pad. I'm going to dip it in the oil quick. So I'm going to dip this in the oil. Try to shake off a bit extra. Dip in my hot wax. And I'm going to set it here to set it there to dry. So I have a feeling I'm going to do a certain amount this way, and then I'm going to skip the motor oil on some of them just to see the difference here, because I know they work well without anything, with just the wax and the cotton pads. So I'm going to do probably half and half. I think I'm going to start doing some normal ones now before my wax gets too messed up with the motor oil. I didn't really take into account that these are going to get real dirty with my wax. So I'm going to do some normal ones just so that if these motor oil ones don't work out, this wasn't a big waste of time. I'm kind of aware that the hot wax and the motor oil might not be a great idea to have side by side, but I guess if I start a fire it'll make for a good video, eh? One thing about the oil ones I'm not too crazy about, even though they're covered in wax, they're still kind of messy and like they're kind of goopy. And even though I'm going to keep them in a Ziploc bag, I'm not too crazy about that. So I don't know how they're going to work out, but even if they work well, I don't know if I'm going to do it again just for this reason. Like, look at that. But I wanted to try, so lesson learned. But we'll see how it burns anyway. That one lights very well. Right there, just goes to show you. Well, that's not good. So let's use that to light that anyway. So let's see how it burns anyway. But just the fact that it won't light good with a ferro rod pretty much rules that out for me right away. So right away I can see that the wax only one is burning way better than the oil. which surprised me because I figured the oil would have burned pretty good, but just goes to show you, until you try sometimes you don't know. And there we go, it's finally out. Still putting out heat though. So there you have it. That was the two of them. Oil ones, first time I've ever tried. Not too sure about that. I can't get it going with a ferro rod, so that's a really big minus in my books. I love the fact that it burned 2-3 times longer than the other one. I'm not too big about the black smoke it's putting out. I don't really want to breathe that crap in. But I gotta give it to it. The fact that it burned 2-3 times longer than a regular one is a big plus. But I usually don't have a hard time starting a fire with the length of time the regular one lights for. So is the extra burn time of the oil one worth it to me? Not really. So this was my second time making the regular ones and my first time making the oil ones. So granted, I don't have a lot of experience doing these, but to me, if I can't start it with a ferro rod, it is useless. Like it has to catch a spark. So that's a huge minus for the oil ones. For me so far, just the regular ones in the hot wax, that's all I'm going to use for now on. Unless somebody can give me better input, I'll try a different way next time, but for now I'm just going to stick with the wax and the regular pads. Like that's more than good enough for me. Also, thank you very much for everything that you do for my channel. I really appreciate it. I love the support, and I'm closing in on 500 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but for me it's just amazing, and I just love watching my channel grow every week, and I'm going to keep putting out videos. And I'm getting better every week with my editing and all that. And I got big plans in the future. So thank you for everything. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys out in the woods.